Okay, I should have known better. Get something, do a video on it, put it over where it's going to live the rest of his life, and I didn't take the covers off. So, okay. Enough people said, man, where's the money shot? So, okay, I pulled it back out and taken the covers off so you can see the money shot. So, there's the money shot. So, we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 amplifier stages. So you can see they start out way over here. I'm going to slide this over a little bit. Get the camera to cooperate here. You can see we start off really small and they get bigger as you go, as we move across here and change styles. So actually, it looks like we got a single one here. These two are the same style and part number. These two are the same style and part number. These I can see are, what is that? ARC1. Get flashlight here. These two are ARC130s. These are, looks like BF, oh God, what is that? BFB, looks like 94 maybe on those. And that one, yeah, he's pretty covered up by the resistor. That's that's an MRF. That's an MRF 627. So looks like the first stage MRF 627 and a BFP 94, and there were two of those, and then two ARC 130s, and then the last stage has its own little separate board, and that's an ARC. I think that was a 150. Yeah, that one's an ARC 150 down in there, and that's not the round style. That's actually you can see it. That's the square style. But so there's the top side of it where the actual amplifier stage is, and then you see nice big filter cap down in here. Couple. Trying to get this leaned up a little bit here. You can see here, got a directional coupler down here, mounted to the front of the chassis. Power switch. So like I say, not much there. Nice big thick platform heatsink here. We've got some, of course, nice big honking transformer. Can't say I see. Looking for a rectifier assembly. I kind of get the feeling that might be hiding in behind this aluminum plate here that has the transistors on it. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling the bridge rectifier is crammed back down in up under there somewhere. But yeah, and there's the fan. Like I say, this is it's a standard looking fan, but the reason it takes so long to wind up, it's not plastic, it's all metal. It's you can see it just spins and spins and spins and spins. Yeah, really high quality fans. That's why I say it takes this thing a while to finally wind down. But then we got 3 more circuit boards over here. Trying not to blind the camera here too much. Get it tipped up some, you can see down in there. So, pretty much what you'd expect to find inside of something that's nothing more than an amplifier. I mean, no mystery science here. Build date on this one is 11/2/87, it looks like. Here, slide this over a little bit. 11/2/87, according to the sticker there, so I'm going to assume that's probably the build date on this. Yep, so that's what the inside of a ungodly expensive amplifier cost. Why do they cost so much? I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I look at it and I see a heatsink, a couple transistors, it's passive components, a power supply. Yeah, why do these things run into the high 4 figures? I haven't got a clue. Yeah, granted, it's really thick, heavy aluminum, the entire thing. This thing does weigh a lot. But yeah, I don't see the kind of money that these things sell for new. I ain't seeing it. Now, the only thing I can figure is one of the reasons they cost so much is not so much what's inside it's probably certification and liability. I don't know what they're used for, but I've read several times before that this style of amplifier is used in hospitals. Like I say, have absolutely no clue whatsoever what they're used for in hospitals. But yeah, so I would have to assume that alone adds a lot to the price, because I'm sure it has to go through all kinds of certifications. To anything that goes into a hospital has to meet, hospital specifications. And I'm sure these probably meet other specifications for other industries. So that's probably where the high cost comes from. It's a low number manufacturer. I mean, it's not like they're churning these things out by the thousands a day. And that's something people seem to forget, that a lot of specialty stuff costs a lot. It's not that the product itself has a lot of expensive parts in it, but somebody had to design it, assemble it, and then they have to make a profit on it. And, if they're only going to be making a few a month, which I would have to assume they don't sell these things by, they don't have an assembly line running, 10,000 or more of these things a month down an assembly line. So, it's kind of like things that go into space. People always joke about how much the toilet seat cost, or a hammer, or, the coffee pot. Well, they seem to forget it's going into space. It has to meet probably the most stringent specifications of anything on or off of the planet. For starters, the coffee pot. It's got to work in zero gravity. Water doesn't drip so good in a drip coffee maker when there's no gravity. Just things like that. People seem to forget. Yeah, it's really low production. Especially stuff that goes into space. There may only be one or two ever made. So, yeah, that's why a lot of those things just cost ungodly amounts of money. And I'd have to assume this falls into the same category. It's low production, very specialized what they're used for. So that's why they bring so much money, and they attain a lot of their value. These things sell for used. When I got this, it was for a steal of a price, because, like I say, on the open used equipment market, these things go for between $3,500 and $4,500 for this exact model right here. Luckily, I didn't even have to get into the four figures to get this thing. But yeah, like I say, at that price, yeah, that's worthwhile for an amplifier. But yeah, the prices these go for, the only thing I could say is, it's not that there's anything really special inside. It's probably just specifications and liability. If I had to take a guess, that and the low production runs are what make these things cost so much. But so you asked for it, you asked for the money shot in this thing. What's on the inside, and that's it. I'm not sure what you were expecting to see: blocks or bars of gold, or Cougarans or something lining the inside of this thing. I mean, that's kind of what I'd expect to see for what they sell for. But yeah, it's just an amp, guys. So there you go.